Yo, Dopest Renegades. Appreciate you guys. We are back, man. Money ties, money ties. If you guys are not familiar with the channel, we did Money Game Part 1 through 3 last week. It was a mental roller coaster ride, and I feel like it's 3 videos that everybody on the face of this earth should see. Everybody should see those videos so they can understand the way that society moves and everything. Now, we have Money Ties. I seen you guys in the comments talking about this is kind of like a bonus part 4 to it, and there's another one that you guys said is like 2.5. I forget the name of it, but I know you guys are gonna drop it in the comment. I want to get to that one too. I actually wanted to put that out in between 2 and 3, but I'm just real pressed for time because I got a lot of stuff going on outside this. Like I'm trying to make moves on some things. But yeah, so we're gonna check this one out. Ren never ceases to amaze me. I'm glad to have him as part of the channel. Glad to have the Renegades as part of the channel as well. And yeah, man, I'm prepared to have my mind blown, y'all. Like y'all was saying from the first video, man, from the Charlie Sloth freestyle video. If you guys found me through that video, like y'all said, the rabbit hole goes deep, and it definitely does, man. Salute to Ren, peace and love to him. Let's get it, y'all.
Godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything.
My bad, y'all. Where are my manners? You guys can fast forward through this if you want to, but yeah, Ren has like a really long speech when it comes to this, man. Little background information on today's song. During the very stressful legal situation with Kujo, I started playing 4D chess. I was contracted by a very talented producer via Instagram DMs called Nayz, who had seen my post on the Kujo legal back and forth and proceeded to tell me he'd gone through a very similar thing previous with none other than Kujo himself. That had nearly led him to quitting music. The cogs in my brain started whirling and a light bulb went off. At the time, I was in the process of conceptualizing the beat down track and thought it would be poetic, karmic irony if Nayz produced it. Oh shit. But ultimately, I decided to produce it myself because it was symbolically important that the whole track came entirely from me. Instead, we decided to create an entirely new track, a social commentary on how the matters of money can corrupt and taint the purest intentions and passions, as well as a little bonus verse from my sister who I love very much. That's dope. It's also worth noting that me and Nayz will be splitting this track down the middle on publishing, and he will receive a share of the master split. That's fire. That's dope. Salute to Ren for that. Which is something I've never had a problem doing with Kujo. It was part of the original contract. Yo, what he offered Kujo was crazy, man. And Kujo didn't take it. It was like a come up for Kujo. He would have got so much love. With all respect, since the Kujo beatdown track dropped, everything from Camp Kujo has been quiet. So true to my word, I haven't poked at the situation any further. I was hoping it would end in an amicable conversation and a metaphorical handshake, but I understand why it hasn't. At the time, I was angry, very angry. Since then, with the digesting of the situation and a health wobble where things were very touch and go for me, that was dissipated. Grudges or weighty things. The track is down now. There's not much more to be said. I wish the guy well. So now he's like, you know, dismissing everything with Kujo pretty much. Not dismissing it, but just saying, yo, man, farewell. You know, agree to disagree. All of us can fall victim to letting matters of money and ownership spiral out of control in work, relationships, justice. When it comes to art and creativity, that becomes quite convoluted because there is no real blueprint you can place on ideas. There's a right way to go about things, and this whole situation was dealt with poorly across the board. I was annoyed at my own legal team at times, frustrated by Kujo's legal team, at the publishing team, but at the heart of the matter was a creative collaboration that people really enjoyed that was removed for the sake of money and pride. That's another thing too when it came to Ren's lawyer. I'm like, yo, man, why didn't you reach out to Ren and let him know all this was going on? Like, nobody told Ren nothing, and he's over there trying to fix everything. And he's, you know what I'm saying? He was a victim in all this. But yeah, y'all, we're walking, we're not running. Y'all can fast forward to the reaction if y'all want to. I just got to get this out. Focusing that frustration on some personal vendetta isn't something I wanted to waste limited energy on. By making a single person the enemy, I am becoming a symptom and a product of the very system I see flaws in. It was important for me to stick up for myself and fight in the way I knew how when I felt like banging my head against a brick wall. My situation isn't unique. I feel no sense of victory by trying to take control, but I would if I made a dent in the system that inspires division, hostility, that feeds the illusion that we are anything other than a part of a giant hive that may, well, A giant hive that must have crucial community-based decisions if we are to step into a happy, brighter future. Money is a great idea. It makes a hell of a lot more sense than trade and barter system that came before it, but the system which houses it isn't great and needs fundamental changes, primarily changing the hierarchy of decisions making, which puts the collective betterment all of our species before profit. Well, the collective betterment of all of our species before profit. Always asking the question, does this decision add value to our survival and collective well-being? If yes, profit doesn't have to be a dirty word. When matters of money becoming convoluted, wealth disparity becomes noticeable, and the acquisition of wealth overrides our own morals, we are in a problem territory. Everything we consume, from films, adverts, our culture, inspires the need for more and fuels the feeling of insecurity and inadequacy if we don't pursue more. Short-term profit, be it power or money, over people's decision is the leading destruction force in our world. To simply rearrange those values will make a better, happier, and more beautiful world for everyone. We have better health care, better education, better art, more space to be inwardly fulfilled. It is impossible in the world we live in to criticize the status quo without being a hypocrite, because it becomes impossible to operate without engaging in it. It's facts right there. So from one hypocrite to another, I believe as a creature of free will and our ability to change things for the better. Salute to Ren, man. Powerful right there. Powerful, powerful. And this one right here just gets me hyped, man. I'm ready, man. Let's get to it.
Out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores, what a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Bren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorned me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend love, make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money is, money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept. People are trying, tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
Okay, Ren, talk that shit. Yeah, this one right here was banger. Salute to Nayz too, man, on that production. I'm glad they were able to link up. You know, like it's messed up the way they found each other, but you know, everything happened for a reason. So it was dope, man. I like that. Like when we were reading it, he did say that he had a verse for his sister and everything, and it was dope hearing that. Pretty much schooling her and everything. Don't let the world be bitter. Like it gets you bitter, like how it got me bitter. Like learn from me and all that stuff. Fire, man. This one right here, blown away once again. So you already know what time it is. Y'all ready to walk? We walked earlier when we were talking about, you know, well, not really a disclaimer, but like what he had to say about the track and how it came together. So we already did a little walk. Now we about to do another one, man. So so you got the monologue, right? The way it starts, and it says guidelines with the contentment is a great gain, for we brought nothing into the world and we cannot take anything out of the world. That's facts. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed. So obviously, you know, we're talking about what money does to people, how it changes people, how you came into the world with nothing. You know, you don't own nothing on this world. Like you came here with nothing, you're leaving with nothing. You don't own anything on this planet. But greedy people decide they want to take the stuff and make us pay for it, like charging us for land, charging us for food and all that stuff. Even people that grow stuff, taxes and things of that nature. So it's getting you ready, man. It's really getting you ready when it starts. I love it though.
Godliness with contentment is great.
And shout out to all his videos, man. All his videos are so well produced. And I saw you guys say he was talking about Black Mirror and Netflix and everything. Yo, a Ren produced, and I love Black Mirror. Black Mirror is my shit. A Ren produced Black Mirror series or even an episode, or we here for it. We gotta see it if that ever happens.
Gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content.
All you need is food and clothing. You don't need all that other stuff. That's what they're saying.
But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
And I like what he said, how he said, for the love of money is the root of all evil, because the terminology is money is the root of all evil. It's not. Money is completely innocent. Money itself, like, it's what people do with it, just like guns. You know, people don't kill people, guns kill people. Money is, it's a currency, you know what I'm saying? But people demonize it, and that's why they're saying the love of money is the root of all evil. Not, you know what I'm saying? They're not saying money is the root of all evil, the love of it. So that right there is something that is very important. So so Ren goes, you know, he go that 90s man, money makes the world go around. Money makes the pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. So obviously we're talking about British currency, and we're talking about, you know, US dollars, obviously, is what he's saying on the hook.
Money makes.
Salute to the Air Max 90s on his feet. I saw somebody in the concert like, yo, shout out to you for pointing out the trainers. Yeah, the trainers, shoes, kicks. I'm a sneakerhead, so you already know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love stuff like that. So you got the white Air Max 90s on.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound.
I love that, man. The pound, the knowledge is hard. False prophets preach profit, and we follow when the scholar teach. Like his pen, man, his wordplay is crazy. False prophet preach profit, and we follow when the scholar teach dishonor. that's a bitter pill to swallow. That right there is crazy. He's talking about a false prophet preaching about profits. You know, he's a prophet, but he's preaching about profiting, like making money. And we follow that. He's lying about it. He's like, when the scholar tech dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. So obviously, you know, what are you talking about? Scholars like trying to accept what they're saying and everything. I'll break that down for me, man. I'm trying to do this on the fly. That's a really deep line right there. And he's like, the biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shocker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all knew that. And we already know, man, when it comes to like politicians and all that stuff and Congress, man, they get all the money, dog. That joint is wild.
The dollar false prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bit the pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shocker.
I like that right there. It was a horror. He's like, what a shocker. Like, we didn't know that. And he's like, for the bridge, he's like, when we lose sight of life and when we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. You know, the more love you give, the richer the soul. It does something for you. You know, your humanity, your morals. That's why I give as much love as I can, man. Even if you receive hate, just, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. Don't let them trigger you. If you're living, just make a living. That's all there is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? You know what I'm saying? Will you die with a smile on your face and everything? Ren is just really creative. And I appreciate everything in my life, man. My family, everything going on. Take the good with the bad, man. Your life is going to be inconsistent. That's just the way life is.
When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now
I like that right there. I love the way he did that bridge. He's like now digging up. And I like how he's going through like the airport and everything, man. It's dope. And then you see the people walking past, looking at him and all that stuff. And I know it's how he keeps changing the hats and all that too. I know his symbolism is crazy. So I don't know what the hat represents and everything. And him taking it off and putting it back on. I'm not sure what that means, but I did notice it. He's like now digging up the root of evil. Money tool like a blade. You can slice through a jugular or carve and create. So he's saying like with money, what you could do, you could use money to kill, use it for bad or use it for good. That's what I'm picking up from it. You could use it to create it. You could use it as a blade. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you know what I'm saying? You start compromise ideals for dollars. Morals get bloody. So all your morals go out the window when you start prioritizing the money over the art or whatever it is, or whatever like your passion is. Now, let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mom and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. Well, let's get to that part, man. So now we're talking about Ren and everything. I know Ren was born in 1990 either. I didn't know that.
Digging up the root of evil, money tool like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mom and dad, they made enough to...
So it's like that right there. And I like how he's like, this right here is like, this is a 90s hip hop, like the way it's filmed and everything, the way he's moving and everything. This is like some 90s hip hop, like era stuff right there, man. Like how he's got his hands in the camera and all that stuff doing that. I love it, man. So he's like, let me tell you about a boy named Ren, born March 1990 and Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mom and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her. Made our family richer. Then we both got older. World a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and told her hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. That right there is real, man. Especially if you guys have young kids or kids in general, man. When you bring them into the world, you just try to protect them, but then you realize you can only protect them from so much because they go to school. There's kids at school that come from like broken homes, and then they're around your kid and they can put a negative influence on your kid or just be a hater because your kid, you know, he seems like at home is better for him. Like he looks more happy, you know, he looks like a more happier kid, like that he don't got to deal with, they got to deal with at home. It's hard to explain, but y'all know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like they looking at your kid like they're privileged because they got, you know, a lot of bad things going on at their house.
Put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love, a little sister. Fell into the picture, oh my God, we loved her. Made our family richer, then we both got older. World a little colder, life it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped.
And that right there is so sad. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You know, they said it straight up, man. They said straight up, we're coming for your kids. They did say that, man. That joint is wild. So he's talking about the youth, your innocence being stripped. You know, that's what TV, exposure, you know, kids are like really like, everything's like desensitized now, man. Like, I think that's the word. But yeah, like nothing really shocks anybody anymore because we're exposed to so much. Back when I was growing up, man, seeing the gory stuff you see on TV, you would never see that. You were curious about it, but you never seen it. Now kids are growing up with iPads and all this stuff, phone in their hand with the pacifier. It's wild. Time is moving really quick. Information is being passed really fast. So he's like, you'll learn that love is not enough. It's not a world for a kid. You'll learn that love is not enough. It's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up because it's bumpy as shit, you know. So get ready for the ride, little sis. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. Man, this joint speaks volumes. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling is leaking with holes, and the dark can get much darker. We all must grow. But listen up, little sister. Hold these words to you close. Keep that kind heart kind. Humankind are in need. Never let this world make you bitter like me, because this world needs love, and the love leaks from you. See, like that right there. The world needs love, and you got the love in you, and it leaks from you. Give the world love, sis. This world needs light, and you're the brightness I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorned me, but whatever. Man, so he's like, you know, don't make the same mistakes as me. Don't fall victim to the same mistakes as me. Do what you do. If I wouldn't know what I'm telling you right now, I might not be in the position I'm in right now. So that's how it is. You always got to pass things on to the youth. As older people, like, we got to pass things on to the youth.
You learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorned me, but whatever.
Man, that joint is crazy. My bad, y'all. I'm struggling to read through this, man, because these lyrics are like, man, these shits is real right here. I didn't mean to say shits, but like these words are real, man. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorned me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes diamonds. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. You know, you gotta respect our women out here, man. Gotta respect our women. Anybody who don't respect women is a coward to me, man. Straight up coward. They got an insecurity on. Don't get me started, man. and fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now it's the time to stand tall. And then he goes into the chorus and then he goes back to the money chorus.
By your side we fly together, give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because
Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go around. Money makes a sick boy sicker somehow, and that right there is wild too, man. That boy makes a sick boy sicker somehow. So he added that one in. Money gets a man mugged, punched in his mouth. Money run the gang, thug, drug money, blow. Money makes an open case close. Right there is crazy. Bribery, man. We're talking that bribery. We're talking about being mugged. We're talking about violence. That's what money does. Money bend law, make worlds, make ghosts. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, take lives. Money both. Talk that shit, Ren.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mugged, punched in his mouth. Money run the gang, thug, drug money, blow. Money makes open case close. Money
My bad, y'all. I forgot to talk about that. The way money get clothes, make goals, man, hope, money. That's, man, that might be one of my favorite parts of this song right there when you start singing.
Money bend love, make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money is, money isn't, money's just that.
He's like, that singing part, man, like that voice. Money is, money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept people attract. Take up the poor man, feed up the fat. Money's just cash. That part right there is dope. Let's get it.
Money's just that, money's just a concept people attract. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fat. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take fake money, fake money, fake money, fake money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all saw it with the hat, right? With the hat when he was saying different things. I'm trying to figure that out right there when he's walking with the hat. Let's see.
Money's just a concept people attract. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fat. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take fake money, fake money, fake money, fake money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
And then the walk-off, the drop mic moment. You know what I'm saying? He dropped the mic. He went ahead and ripped that and got up out of there, man. Salute to Ren, man. Once again, mind blown. Another one down. A lot more to go. Salute to you guys for bringing this to the channel. Y'all let me know. Obviously, I ain't got to tell y'all. Y'all let me know what this means to y'all. Y'all give me some background insight on it. That's why I like to read, man. You know, salute to people that like to read, man. There's a lot of people out here that don't like to read and don't like to hear people read. Salute to them, too. But yeah, man, it's great to have insight on things before you watch it or learn about it. Because then, you know, because even in some of our older videos, man, I look at the comments that are like, you know, the comments are coming in later. And people are in the comments talking about stuff about Ren that I've been, you know, you guys, man, the Renegades came through and just, y'all let me know what time it is. But then they'll go to the old videos. Of course, they don't know that I know now, you know, about like the background to a lot of things and just like his sickness, you know, his character, the things he's been through. You know, all that other good stuff. So salute to the new subscribers, old subscribers, man. Salute to Nayz too, man, for real. Big salute to Nayz. I'm sorry he had to go through what he went through with Kujo too. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure y'all watch the Kujo reaction or just the Kujo video if you haven't. So even my subscribers that were here like since day one, y'all make sure y'all check out Ren as well if you're watching this. He's a great artist, dope artist, very down-to-earth guy from what I've been seeing, from what I've been hearing. You know, so yeah. Happy to have this one with y'all, man. Happy to share this time with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Protect your peace with your peace. Stay away from negativity and naysayers. I may have more videos coming this week. It all depends, y'all, because I'm working on things. I've been saying this in all my videos. I'm working on things this week. And depending on how the schedule gets, you know, I may or may not be able to have more uploads this week. If I don't get any uploads out the rest of this week, which I think I will, more than likely Monday will be when some more videos come out and everything. But we'll see, man. We'll see how life goes and everything, you know. But yeah, y'all be safe out there. Hope you guys enjoy your week. I hope this video did something for you. I'm enlightened. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you didn't like it, put that thumbs down, you know. So I appreciate you guys. Y'all be easy. Catch you on the next one. Love you guys. Peace.